Hi, I'm Governor Scott Walker. Thanks so much for your support for GOPAC. Years ago, I know when I was in the State Assembly, GOPAC and those little white cassette capes were a key part of me traveling back and forth from my home in the state capitol and really inspired me with some great ideas about how to move my state and ultimately our country forward. Today, I just want to spend a minute or two giving you a little bit of an update on what we're doing in Wisconsin. You know, the great thing is our reforms are working, and they're working both on the fiscal and economic front, and that's really what we tried to tackle with those two crises in our state government, much like other states and even the federal government across America. When we came in, we put in place major reforms to put power back in the hands of the people in our state, the job creators. And so we passed major reforms that lowered the tax burden, cut through the red tape, and passed some of the most significant tort reform in the country. We repealed the state tax and health savings accounts to put more power back in the hands of workers and family farmers and others in the small business setting. All those reforms helped us out with nearly 40,000 new jobs in the first 6 months of 2011, after having lost about 150,000 jobs over the last 3 years in Wisconsin. And today, employers across Wisconsin are feeling better about our future. You see, a year ago, our statewide Chamber of Commerce did a survey and found that just 10% of our employers thought Wisconsin was heading in the right direction. Today, after many months of our reforms being in place, 88% of those same employers feel Wisconsin's heading in the right direction. And a solid majority are going to add more jobs in the next 12 months. On top of that, we put our fiscal house in order. We started out in January with a $3.6 billion budget deficit. And today, we have a budget, when completed, that'll have a $300 million surplus. We did it without the kind of challenges that other states did. We avoided tax increases, and we avoided massive layoffs of public employees. In fact, we even protected core services like Medicaid services for needy families and children and seniors in our state. Instead, we put the power back not only in the hands of our people, but in our state and local government by giving them the reforms they needed to balance their budget, not just now, but for generations to come. Most excitingly, though, I think the best part of what we did was empowering those local governments as well as our state government to hire and fire based on merit, to pay based on performance, ultimately meaning that in our schools and our local governments, we can put the best and the brightest in our classrooms and in government positions all across Wisconsin. These reforms are working, and your help in spreading that message has been so powerful, and we thank you for what you're going to do to help us bring that message into the future.